Hey folks, hope you can see me in this garden okay. What I'm standing behind is one of our yuccas. We have many yuccas here in our garden. This is was formerly known as Yucca elephantippes, and I guess they changed the name to Yucca gigantea. I planted this one exactly 12 years ago here in our exotic garden on the north end of Salt Spring Island. So this is a true long-term Zone 9A plant. And this one's actually got quite the thick trunk on it. In this climate, it's going to have to be planted in a sheltered location. This one's under some big trees, not that far from the house. And I've started many cuttings off of this one. I've cut pieces off of it because it's kind of gnarly and twisted. It's got lots of babies coming up from the bottom on it. And around the base of it here, we have 3-4 Yucca gloriosa, which are really hardy. So, but this one here, if you live in a similar growing zone, it's a really nice addition to your exotic garden. So, I call it kind of almost like a soft tip Spanish dagger because they're kind of soft tips on it, and it is native to, I believe, southern Mexico and parts of Central America. So it truly is a subtropical yucca. I do water this thing pretty much every day. It seems to keep it pretty happy. It's growing in very fast draining rocky soil here. At the base of it there's yucca, or not yucca, there's agave americana, the variegated one. There's Mexican blue palm, which is Brahia armata. There's some echeveria, there's dickia, and some ornamental grasses. Some cycads in here too. There's a couple of Cycas revoluta. So this one here, if I cut it off, I was debating last year and I did a video on it, should I cut it off or shouldn't I? And most people said don't cut it off, so I didn't cut it off. I was going to actually probably cut it off here and then start that as a cutting just because it was getting kind of twisted and bent, but you know what, it is kind of funky and I think we'll just leave it. It gives it a bit of character. And this one here is growing in full sun right beside our cactus patch. It's a hot spot in the garden. Oh, all the way there's some, by the way, there's also gasteria plants in here, which look like aloe vera. So there's a bunch of those growing down to the base of this yucca as well. So I'll grab the camera and we'll give you a close-up look at this Yucca gigantea growing here in our garden on Salt Spring Island. Very cool plant. These are usually sold as house plants in colder climates. Very common. You can buy them at Home Depot, probably Walmart, and most nurseries sell them. You can see the cycads down there. There's a camarop seedling in there as well. Sable minor, razorback in there. Mexican blue palm. There's the gasteria, which look like aloes. That was a small one when I planted it. It's really coming along nicely. So very fast draining soil here we have, and that's the key to growing a lot of this stuff. And of course, our temperatures are regulated by the ocean. There's no extremes here, so a lot of these cool exotic plants do very well on the Gulf Islands. Cheers.